All right, all right. We are live. Hello, everyone. What's up? What? The notification didn't even go out yet. My notification go out late sometimes. Oh,
Yeah, I
give
don't
me
think
just
mine
a
did
second.
either. Not yet.
Yeah, it didn't go out. But yeah, so the one that's in the chat. Hey, Fanny, how you doing? Let's talk about it. It's in the building. Let me see. Life is, yeah, praying for the families in the city of NOLA. Life is short. Absolutely. Hey, Retha. Absolutely. Hey, Movado. How y'all doing? Y'all coming up in here slow because y'all done had such a great holiday. And Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope you guys had an awesome New Year's, bringing it in safe. But unfortunately, we do have certain things that occur. And you got your crazy folks out here. So, of course, we looking at another tragedy. Hey, Diamond D, how you doing? Happy New Year to you all. Hey, Misha Boo. Happy New Year to you as well. But
Yes.
yes,
Hello, everyone. Y'all, welcome to Girl. Let's Talk, honey. Y'all go ahead and come on in as you guys are coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hey, Fanny. Hey, let's talk about it. Hey, Retha. Hey, Movado. Hey, Diamond D. Hey, Misha. How is everyone? I hope everyone is doing well.
yes. I hope everybody rang in their 2025 the way they wanted to. I hope y'all had lots of drinks, lots of partying. But honey, let me tell y'all, I slept the new year in because I just was not feeling it. It was cold and it was rainy out here. And I just wanted to relax. So that's what I did for my new year. I slept all the way through. I woke up the next day. I was so refreshed, and I was safe, you know what I'm saying? Because around 12 o'clock, I did wake up to some rounds of gunshots and stuff. So,
Oh,
but
man.
yeah, I was like machine guns out here. I'm like, what the hell? So, I was about to stop, drop, and roll.
You better. You better act like you know.
Right. But I'm like, shit, I'm like, should I get on the floor? But yeah, it was all good. Everything was safe. So yeah. It was a good new year. So I hope everybody else had a great new year as well.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Lakeisha, I had a good one as well. Did all of the traditions and all that kind of stuff, and just brought it in, honey, on our knees, praying. Thanking God that we made it through to
Yes.
see another year.
It seemed like when we
2020.
say we made it through, it sounds like a portal, right? Like
Mhm. And it feels that way as well. It really does. With everything that's going on in the world, it feels that way. Like
yeah, for
it
real.
really does. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that 2025 is going to be amazing. We are going to continue to be blessed, bigger and better.
Hmm.
So I'm very excited about 2025. Not so excited about the tragedies. It's so sad. But yeah, it is a wonderful thing to have made it and stepped into 2025, honey. I can't
Yeah.
complain.
And it's just so unfortunate. That's why we wanted to do this live also to highlight, because we talk about we said we was going to talk about everything, conversations that's uncomfortable sometimes too, but we wanted to bring light to the tragedy as well. It's just utterly ridiculous. And it's just sad that, whenever you think of bringing in the new year, you're just thinking about being surrounded by your friends and family. Some people fly out of town, and I was looking at some of the one of the articles, and it was a young lady who was just traveling, and it's just so unfortunate. Anybody from New Orleans, I've never been there, but I've heard great things about New Orleans. I'm not sure why this person chose to do this, but it's just unfortunate.
Right. And I know tonight will probably, be a little slow for us. because we are speaking about tragedy, and with us definitely just making it into the new year. A lot of people don't want to hear about this somber topic, but sometimes, this is things that we have to highlight. We want to address. We both have followers that reside in New Orleans, from New Orleans, and things like that. So we definitely have to send our prayers and condolences to the families, and everyone. So whoever missed um, this podcast tonight, make sure you guys go back and catch the replay. We are streaming from both channels. So we thank everybody that's here for this topic. Come over and pray with us, and definitely send our well wishes and our condolences to the families as well. So we're going to highlight a little bit in regards to this tragedy. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes. And I had this article that I had grabbed um because I was trying to read up on some things about the person, why it happened, what triggered it. So I'm seeing that basically they're saying that it's a terrorist attack. Did you hear that also, T?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I also heard that he actually, one of his first plans was to unalive his family members. And that kind of fell through. And this was um his second option. Um hey Legendary, how are you? Hey Royalty Queen, how's it going?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
Hey to everyone coming in. Yeah, so that was his first thing. He was going to unalive some family members. And like I said, that fell through. So then he rented the vehicle. Um and he committed this horrendous crime. um it's just so sad, but also too, I feel like our family members and friends, right? If you have true friendships in your life, and present family members, wives, children, stuff like that, you have to pay attention to your loved ones, because they say that he joined um ISIS or whatever, and he had been posting all these crazy videos and things like that. So what about all these people that was on his Facebook page? Nobody noticed that he was posting these things. Like, sometimes silence can be deadly. You what they say, see something, say something.
Right. And it's
You
happening
know?
so often where, it's like some people, they see the signs or whatever, but they're not saying anything. Just kind of like when you get these school shootings and all of this, they see their kids, sometimes they buy the weapons for their kids. So it's
Hmm.
like, but they see certain things, but they don't say anything. So
They don't
it's
say
like
anything.
this guy just had the ability to just plow through a crowd of people, and it was just like nothing to him.
Right. Let me see. Hey, Faye Kelly, how are you? Hey, Bonnie Boo.
Hey
Hey, Lady
Judy, how you
Justice.
doing?
So yes, it's one of those things. He's posting to social media for the world to see. So out of all the followers, all of his family members, he wanted to unalive them. So maybe the relationship was not good, but that's even more of a reason. When you see people posting this uh, uh, um, this
Semitic.
anti-hate crime, yes, this
Yeah.
anti-hate crime type of stuff, you see something, say something. There are so many hotline numbers that you can call and be anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
That could
Absolutely.
have, this could have been prevented. Especially, it's different when the attack comes in silence, that you're not able to see, in secret. You're not able to see the attack. But the fact that he had been posting this stuff on Facebook and social media for the world to see, nobody called in nothing. Even if you're wrong, call it in.
Right.
Even if you're wrong, call it in, because it could have saved these
So
people's
many
lives. This
lives.
tragedy could have been prevented.
Yes, and you guys, oh, let me read you some of this up here. I know it's kind of small, but it says at least 14 people were killed and dozens injured after a driver plowed a car into a large crowd on Canal and Bourbon Street in New Orleans in the early morning on New Year's Day. The FBI has the driver is I don't even want to. I'll just say Jabbar, 42, a U.S. citizen from Texas, an Army veteran who was inspired by the Islamic State. The FBI has said it is investigating Wednesday's attack as an act of terrorism and does not believe Jabbar acted alone. So keep in mind there could be also somebody else out there, you know, that's on the loose, and who knows what state he could be roaming in or what's going on right now. That's crazy. So they saying he didn't even act
Mhm.
alone.
And I have family there as well. My dad is Haitian. He was born in Port-au-Prince. And then half of his life they moved to New Orleans, and he was raised in Baton Rouge. So I do have some family there. They are safe. They are doing well. But it is a place of love, family, tradition. Um, just such wonderful people. Very wonderful, very helpful. Um, very cultured. So it's very sad. Let me see. Faye Kelly say he was a decent looking man, in my opinion. Yes, he
Yeah.
was. He was. He
Yeah.
was a handsome man. Legendary say, dude looks so normal, like your average neighbor or friend. Did y'all see his real estate advertisement post on Facebook? You never know who you work with or live by. Exactly,
Yes.
legendary.
Very
Exactly.
articulate too. Very
Yeah, very
articulate.
smart. Mm-hmm. Very
Hmm.
smart. And those are the ones that go undetected. But so much so for him to feel that comfortable with even putting those things up on Facebook as far as the anti-crime and all the hate stuff. And for
Hmm.
and sometimes people don't say anything because of your status,
Yeah.
you know. Um And that's sad as well. But if you see something, say something. Like I said, even if you report something and you're wrong, it's
Hmm.
it's better to be safe than sorry. I would rather
Right.
be
Air them
wrong
out,
and save
baby.
some save some lives. But let
Yeah.
it would have been a dark color
Hmm.
on there putting up that type of stuff.
Yeah, but he is about our skin color.
Yeah, but
But
you
he
could
just
tell by his
Muslim.
right. But let
Yeah.
it would have been truly one of us. That
Hmm.
whole house would have been surrounded in the hood.
Yeah. For facts.
Your
Facts.
grandma would have been under the bed on the floor.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's crazy. It's
It
crazy.
really is.
There go my
Small
boo, Miss
talk.
Lady. How are you, boo? Hey, Small Talk with Lakeisha. They did a news conference today and they came to the conclusion that he did this horrible act alone.
Wow.
Um, Faye Kelly is speaking.
Hey,
Hey,
Faye
Beverly,
Kelly.
how are you?
Hey, Beverly.
Hey, Tater
Hey,
Bug, how are
Tater.
you?
Yeah, that's what I said too, Fanny. He looked more black to me. Like he looked
Not
about
to
our skin
me.
tone.
Not to me. You can tell that he wasn't black to me.
Mm.
But I'm just saying, let it would have been one of us from the hood. In my opinion, that house would have been like SWAT would have been up in that thing.
Yeah, you better believe it.
You
You
know?
better believe it.
And that's just the world that we live in. I don't think that
It's
they would have took any chances.
Yeah, it's so crazy that evil walks amongst us, y'all. Like, you ever imagined like you walk into the store and you walking past somebody that's about to do some evil stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. People don't have signs on their backs. They look normal as possible, just like how that whole CEO thing with the healthcare. Like that dude looked normal. He was a valedictorian. He was smart, a genius kind
Very
of in a
smart.
sense. And
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't think that he would do something like that. What he did to that CEO was like out of a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, allegedly, I don't want to say he did do it because he's guilty until proven innocent, you know. So, But
Well, he's
yeah,
innocent until proven guilty.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Sally said, just from looking at him, you would have never thought he was mental. Happy New Year, everyone. I mean, let me tell you,
Yes.
Sally, there's so much untreated mental illness walking around. That's why we have to lean on the people around us as well. You have to take accountability sometimes from the people that's around you. You may not always be able to catch it, but if you see something, you have to, advise them to seek help, get on some medication. What is going on? How are you feeling? We have to assume that responsibility, because not everybody that suffer from mental illness is going to just be out loud about it.
No, they not.
When you are in close proximity with people, you have to pay attention, because you can also be saving your life. Because the crazy
Yeah.
part about it is that a lot of people that suffer from mental illness and untreated mental illness, it's rare that they hurt themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
usually hurt the people around them or innocent people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. It's crazy, crazy world we living in, you guys. And so, I said that 2024 was the year of what did they say it was? Revelation, right? I feel like 2025 is the year of karma, y'all. For some reason, I don't know. That's just my theory. I don't know, but it's gonna be a lot of spinning the blocks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my
Hmm.
theory. I just feel like we need to hold on to our seats because it's about to get real bumpy out here. Trump about to get into office, and we don't know what the hell gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we need to hold on to your ass cheeks because it's about to get real rough out here, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Stay prayed up. That's all I'm gonna say.
100%. Fanny say he was born in the hood, Beaumont, Texas. Legendary say he looked Arabic to me as well.
Yeah.
Um, let me see. Babe, what do you think about that tragedy in New Orleans?
It's a sad thing for Americans.
Mm,
It's just sad that
very.
people they don't know how to handle pressure
Hmm.
and just wish harm on other people.
Hmm.
Just it's, it's sad. We live in some bad times, but evil times. There's some evil people out there.
Yeah, there is. They said that he was going to unalive his family, and
Mm,
that fell through.
Yeah, I read somebody who had financial problems. She was going through a divorce, the way he had through a divorce,
Hmm.
and people just can't handle pressure,
Yeah.
and they take the cowardly way out. Cowardly.
No, why not? If you want to be crazy, hurt yourself. Why you have to go out here and hurt innocent people? My husband say,
right.
he was having some financial difficulties. You say he filed for divorce or was going through a divorce?
I think he already been through it.
Oh, he went through a divorce already.
Yeah. But he was in the, I guess he was a former military guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
yeah,
what they got to do with the people?
Right.
he got he see what other countries be going through with that ISIS stuff. And he got
Emotionally.
radicalized, I guess, on the internet watching this stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess he tried to do an act like that, put fear in folks for some reason.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
it's just sad. It's just sad. We live in bad times.
Yeah. I agree with my husband. Sometimes people cannot take the everyday uh
Financial struggles
the
and
financial, yeah, just the everyday up and down, highs and lows of life, you
mm,
know and then my husband said, he was looking at all that stuff, with ISIS, everything that's happening in those other countries, putting himself in their shoes and just
mm-hmm.
getting too emotionally invested, emotionally and charged. or whatever. But just for looking at him, you would have never thought, okay, I read that one. Um,
Mm.
Small talk with Lakeisha say your husband, right, sweet tea, is some evil people out here in this world. 100%. And you have to be strong because they make it so hard. Let me tell you, everyday living is not easy. The rent is high. The light is high. The water is high. The gas is high. Food is high. Your everyday things that we need, in my opinion, that should be free, it's so high, and some people feel like they just can't take it, they can't deal with it, they just lose it.
Girl, going to the grocery store getting a thing of eggs for 6 or 7.99, and that butter, baby. Why is the butter so high when all this do is going to our cholesterol anyway? Like it's so painful to go to the grocery store. I don't talk about that.
They say he acted alone. They thought he had help, but he acted alone.
Yeah. I
Mm,
think one they right now and let them do something like
Mm,
that.
mm, mm.
They would have probably
Hey,
started stopping.
Pohicky Tramp. I think
yeah,
that's your name.
especially at a time like this, they
You don't have to take depending on people. Uh, trying to strike fear in the American people. That's just a coward.
yeah, definitely a coward.
And some real young people there too, 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's terrible. I did have Sweet Tea, I sent you some pictures as well. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the victims, but I don't know. I thought about it. I don't think I want to put their pictures up here. Just it's already floating around on social media. I did share some pictures with Sweet Tea in the back, but I'd rather not. I really don't want to display their faces like that. What you
Yeah,
think, T? I just don't feel like I want to kind of exploit them like that because, even though they're being aired on, different stations, I just kind of thought about it like, nah, I really don't want to do that. The pictures are, I think on ABC and CNN News, there are some pictures of some of the victims. I think I had about five of them, and it's very they just given a little short summary of their life and the reason why they were in New Orleans or if they were from there, and
yeah,
it's absolutely tragic. It's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
tragic.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I don't feel that we
Yeah.
should put their pictures up. If you guys want to view the victims, they're everywhere. But there were some older, but there were more younger people. Very sad.
Hmm.
People with promising futures, people with promising careers. And it was such a tragedy. Hey, Brittany, how are you, boo?
Hey,
Happy birthday,
Brittany.
girl. You was
Happy
cute, girl. You was
birthday.
cute.
She did. You looked a cute girl.
Yes, you did. You look real cute. I like that dress. Hey, it's me, Riri.
Hey,
What it do?
Riri. Yeah, let's talk about it. I thought about it. I'm like, no, I don't. That feel like that'll be exploiting a little bit. We got enough news coverage. Once they get a hold of a tragedy, they don't let go. And it's like I feel like they exploit these families sometimes, and then they go up to all these people and say, "Well, how did you feel about what happened? Well, how do you think they felt?"
Right,
It's like the media, they shove these cameras in everybody's faces when it comes to a tragedy instead of giving, extending grace to the family. They already have to see this on the news and hear about their loved ones, and they just like to shove cameras in people's faces. Like, get back.
right,
So,
right. Hey, in the safe zone. And then
hey,
now
in the
we have
safe
to worry.
zone.
Now we have to worry about the copycats. You already know.
Yes.
As soon as one do something, here we go. Now we have to
Yeah.
worry about the copycats. And just imagine how those people were feeling like, okay, we making it into the new year, we stepping into,
Yes.
and then their life is cut short just like that. Like it's so sad. And I hope that people don't take revenge out on his family because it's not
Mhm.
his family's fault. You know, his children or whatever he had going on, the people around him, they had nothing to do with his decision. And it goes to show how these radical groups are, because he just joined ISIS last year. So he wasn't even
Mhm.
in it long, and he sacrificed his life. Um,
Mhm.
you know, so it's just it's crazy, that effect that, you know, when somebody is suffering from mental illness, it does not take much to persuade them.
Yes, and I'm seeing that they're coming in a safe zone. And someone else said those videos of the actual moment it happened need to be banned off of Facebook. So you mean to tell me
Yeah,
that those are videos out there doing that? Oh my
yes.
God.
Hey
Oh my
Lisa
goodness.
T,
Hey, Lisa
how
T.
are you, boo? Thank you for being a member for 24 months. I appreciate you so much, boo.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes.
Like people putting out videos of this stuff with people actually like they don't care about no tragedy nowadays. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
laying dead in the street. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that's
It's
awful. Hey,
sad.
Nark. That's awful. But you know what? I kind of want to tie mental illness into this segment, Sweet Tea, as well, because I feel like,
Yes.
it kind of coincides with the tragedy. And, I want to, ask the audience a question. Like, in the event that you had someone who was like dealing with mental illness, it could be a family member, friend, or whatever. What did you do? Like, what when you first saw the signs, did you take action? Or I know a lot of the parents are old school back in the day, and they didn't believe in counseling and therapy and expressing themselves, because it was what goes on in my house stays in my house, type of mentality. So I think that's where a lot of the mental illness stem from, is especially back in the day, is because it's like we wasn't really allowed to be vocal. You know what I'm saying? Like how these children are vocal as they are today, and they have a lot of social media platforms to thank for that, because these kids are not holding back anymore. They're saying what they want to say. So as parents, can you all join in the conversation? It don't have to be on the panel. It's an open panel, but if you want to verbally express yourself or put it in the chat, you know what I'm saying? What did you do if you had a family member that was suffering through mental illness? Did you take action, or did you try to sweep it under the rug? You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. We here to, have these open dialogues, because it needs to be talked about, because as we can see, mental illness is running rampant through this world, and we're pretty much not doing anything about it, but just looking at things occur. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation just needs to be had at this point. And we should have had this conversation a long time ago in this particular sector. You know what I'm saying? So, what did you guys do as parents? I see. Let's talk about it. Said I took action immediately. That's very noble of you as a parent to take action immediately and not wait, because as you can see, we have things like this that happens. But I'm talking too much. Go ahead, see.
Well, no, that's true. You know, that ties into what I said about, um you know, if you see something, say something.
Hmm.
Especially in our children, we know early on. We know early on if there's an issue, and I think that it is the parents' responsibility to make sure that their children get checked out. I think also when you're in a relationship and you see that something is off, it is your responsibility to say, "Okay, babe, come on, you know, let's go and let's see, you know, what's going on." Family members, siblings, you know, parents, you know, whatever, because they may feel a little different, or they may feel like something is a little bit going on, but of course they're scared to say. But it all ties into, if you love somebody and you're around them and in their presence, it's your duty. It is your duty to pay attention to the small things. It is your duty to say, "Hey, you know, I think something is going on. Let's get it checked out." Because again, usually, sometimes those people end up hurting others instead of themselves. So you could be saving your life, is how I look at it.
Absolutely. So, small talk with Lakeisha. I see that you said you took action with your loved one, but what methods, what for anybody who
Oh,
is
Mel, I'm
struggling?
sorry. Drop the
Hmm.
link. This is an open
Oh, I'm
panel.
sorry.
So anybody,
I had it. It's
you
not
guys can
pinned.
come up. I'm not sure. I can't see it.
Yep,
The
it's
link
pinned
is
at the
pinned,
top.
you guys. So hit the link if you guys want to come up and say anything about this. If you guys have any stories that will help somebody else, to let them know, hey, if there's a sign, there's a number that you can call, there's help that you can seek. Um, anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, there's different methods of getting someone help. I myself have not really dealt with somebody like really really close to me that I felt like needed some urgent attention. But I have worked in the field. I worked in the field of when I was a CNA. I used to work at this agency, so they would send me to like the mental hospitals to work at or whatever. So I've dibbled and dabbled in that line of work. It was scary to me, the unit that they put me on, and I worked overnights. So it's like when you in those type of asylums, it is definitely what it says it is. It's creepy at night. It's it's like dark, dank, cold, or whatever, because they're gonna keep the air venting through the whatevers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was scared of that field, so I definitely wasn't going to do anything in school with that one. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going in that field. So yeah,
Right, right.
but
Like for me, I've seen a lot with adults. I've seen a lot with children. I've even seen triggers in children, to where they're used to things being a certain way. Like
mhm,
mom have dinner on the table. And you guys, I do have a goal going. So if you guys would like to bless me or bless my channel, I do have a goal going of 5 goals. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it is there. I do have membership badges and everything. I'm not sure if Mel has a goal on hers, but I definitely have a goal on mine. But I've seen, like, say, mom, usually the family sits down to eat at 7, and say dad is on his way home and something happens. He get a flat, a flat. His tire blows out, right, and now he's
mhm,
not able to make it home for dinner. Sometimes you'll see the child get so angry and just don't want to eat or tear up stuff because the normalcy is thrown off. They're used to things being a certain way at a certain time. And when that is not done or that is thrown off, then they fly into a rage. That can be a sign, okay, that child needs some help with controlling their anger. Maybe there's some anxiety there, because even for myself, I thought that there was an issue, so I went to the doctor and I'm like, I get anxiety, in certain situations. For me, COVID was very hard. I had never seen that much death in my life, okay. I worked at the
yes,
hospital, in the emergency room, and in oncology. I had never in my life seen that much death. It caused me to have anxiety. It took a toll on me.
yeah,
Um,
mm,
I had been in a room, whatever, and I've seen like stillbirths and stuff like that. A lot of stuff working in the hospital. But I had never seen that much death. And when I would get off work and come home, I couldn't shake it. It was still on my mind, because the way it affected me is it was everyday people. It was the cashier at the grocery store, Publix. She all used to always ring me up. I saw her pass away of COVID in the hospital where I work. I was in there with them trying to resuscitate her, bring her back. So
wow,
it was the everyday people. It was my neighbor down the street, by my sister's house, over by my mom, by my grandma. So it was everyday people that I was seeing that was losing their life to COVID, and I had never witnessed. Thank you so much for the $5, Miss Lady. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Um, I hadn't seen that much death in my life. It did something to me. So I just started not to really feel like myself. The things that used to make me happy didn't make me happy anymore. I was just when I clocked out and I left work, I couldn't leave it, because it
Wow.
bothered me. So I thought that I had something going on. Well, I went, I got, checked out and everything, and it was just anxiety, whatever.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then eventually I said, well, let me take something because I've never taken anything. I'm a person, I cannot drink, I cannot do no drugs. My body is very
Me
sensitive.
either.
Okay.
Hey,
I feel
Dana.
like I could just feel it going down my throat, all in my veins. I don't know. Okay. I can sip a little bit, but that's it. Like, I don't like the feeling. I can feel that it's something that's in my body that shouldn't be. So I'm like, well, let me get on something. So I took the sertraline. Now the sertraline was good, but the sertraline made me sleepy. I was always on here yawning, 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 right? So, but there was nothing mentally wrong with me. It was just an increase in my anxiety. So I took it for about 8 months. And then I was like, I don't need it. I am how I am, and that's just what it is. Certain situations is going to increase my anxiety is normal. Your everyday person deals with anxiety. So for me, um, I didn't have to stay on a medication or anything. I opted to take it or whatever. And like I said, it just made me yawn. It kind of made me a little tired. And usually I'm not. But it did not you know, it didn't do anything. It didn't have an effect on me at all. I was still the same, 100%. Like it didn't make me, but I did try it out. But your body better than anybody. So when your anxiety is too high or you having thoughts or things like that, So we just have to be responsible as well and just go get checked out. Go and talk to somebody, you know.
Yeah, I felt like that, when it came to my hello to everybody coming in. Dana Bland, I see you, honey Castro. I see you. I felt like that when it came to my separation. I thought that that's when I knew I needed some mental health counseling because it took a toll on me really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that divorce can feel like death, in a sense. Um, and it kind of is equivalent in a sense because you losing your better half, you losing somebody that you considered your rib, but they turn out to be a mech rib. You know what I'm saying? So
A chicken nugget.
yeah, yeah, not the good ones either. The little dinosaur nuggets, right? But yeah, but yeah, it's tragic.
It
Because
is. It's a loss.
nobody. Yeah, so my mental health, it took a toll on me. But I found myself not going crazy like I used to. Like how I was on YouTube streets. Like I found myself calming down more. And once I started getting myself to a point of, okay, this is it, this is happening. You just gonna have to deal. You know what I'm saying? It got better for me, but it took a long time. It took a very long time for me to clear my head. I had to sit by myself for a long time. Like I just had to
Yeah.
sit in silence. I had to eliminate everybody. And when I retreat like that, I'm just trying to rebuild myself. Like, kind of like, shedding that old skin off and turning into something new. So I have to be by myself, even if I have to, even if it takes me days, I still have to sit by myself to figure it out because I can't let nobody figure it out for me. And I've learned
Right.
that oversharing things, it gets you nowhere. So, I just like, okay, I'm gonna talk to myself.
Well,
And
like when I went through, like times like that, I told you guys a while ago. Like for me, my trigger was music. I felt like music
mhm.
triggered emotions in me. I think I was going through a breakup at that time, and music triggered emotions in me that I just didn't like. I was feeling a little down. I was feeling a little depressed. So I cut that, honey. I cut that radio off, and it. I'm telling you. I didn't listen to music for a whole year.
Oh my God, that is so
I did
crazy because music heals me. It heals. Like it's so
not for
healing.
me. It brought back
Wow.
it brought back different emotions and different memories for me. So I cut it off. I cut it off. I read books, I prayed, I healed my heart, I healed me, but I realized that music was my trigger. So I didn't listen to it for a year.
Wow,
My
girl,
kids
cause
used to be
Keisha
like, Mom, they'll get in the car and cut the music off, cut that radio off. Mom, you still not
girl.
listening to music? I no, because and I think too, when I would ride down the street, I wouldn't have no music on. Like my mind was so clear. Everything was nice and quiet. And I was just able to hear myself think. And because soon as kids get in the car, honey, they want to ooda, hooda, ooda, what? Ooda. I'm like, cut it off. I
That's
don't even know
because
what
you
they
wasn't
saying
listening to
anyway.
healing music.
I'm like, I don't even know what they saying. Who the what? I'm like, cut it off. I don't want to hear no music. I don't. So my kids knew, okay, cut that off because mom don't want to hear. Like so, but it was just so peaceful and just so quiet, and I was just able to hear my thoughts and listen to myself, and I would find myself just driving down the street and talking to God. And for me, music was my trigger. It was my trigger.
Wow, girl, because let me tell you something. Keisha Cole got me through a lot of stuff. Like Keisha Cole got me through breakups, makeups, all
And
that. Mary J. Blige, girl, Lil
that
Kim,
type of
little bit
stuff
Lil
made
Kim in
me
there.
that type of stuff made me want to go fight. Okay. That type of stuff was like, go bust them across the head. Right? That type like the music, it made me want to go fight. So I just was like, you know what? Let me just cut it off for my behind be locked up somewhere.
Oh
But
my
the
goodness.
music, it made me want to go fight. So I said, you know what? I'ma just cut it off. And it took me a year. It took me
You
a year.
you must have been listening to some crunk music or something. You should have been
Uh,
listening to some like something that soothe your soul. Some Jill Scott, girl,
well,
girl.
see, I'm more of like a old school. I love old school music. I love R&B, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just think it triggered memories for me, and I just couldn't listen to it. Like I just, you know,
Yeah. Hey, Fei
like
Fei. Hey,
my
breaking
husband. No, honey,
generational.
I used to fight. I used to fight, huh, babe? I used to fight. You used to get jumped on, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
used to
no,
tear
you
it
say
up. I
yeah.
used to tear it up. Windshield tires, tear it up, take the tag off. I was a fool. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Let me read this comment. Judy says, Mel, my city has been facing death challenges ever since the first of the year, since COVID. Then the casino tower crashed down and bodies lay dead for 4 months during Mardi Gras and Super Bowl. NOLA has been a target. It has. And then don't forget Katrina. Katrina was awful. I still remember where I was when it came to Katrina. It was a mess. I never forget it.
Small talk. Small talk say, sweet tea, honey, you a mess girl. I can relate, honey. The music used to make me want to go fight. Honey,
She
bust
over
it,
here talking
bust the
about some
whole
yes.
bust the whole windshield out. Be out there with no bra, honey. Ready. I say, let me
Yes.
cut this goddamn radio.
That's because she over there listening to
Let me cut this
what's some
guy.
one of them groups, Rough Riders. You listening to the Rough Riders? That's
Girl, I
why.
don't know what it was. Cause guess what, honey? If I think I'm finna feel sad, you finna cry. I'm on the way, finna fight. Like, but
uh
I cut it off. But I think also too, God was trying to tell me that I probably needed more time with Him. I
Yeah,
needed to strengthen
absolutely.
my heart. I needed to strengthen my mind. I don't know what it was, but that was God's way of getting my attention by letting me know that this music is triggering a response and triggering emotions that don't feel right to me right now. So I'm happy that I was able to listen listen to God because he got bust across the head plenty of days. So, that's the past. Okay.
Lord.
But I said, let me cut this goddamn radio off because yes, honey, Jasmine Sullivan bust the windows out the car.
Yes. Oh
I
yeah,
bust
you
the whole
yeah.
windshield out and took the tag.
Yeah. That's what she was listening to.
I even went to the mama house and took the mail out the mailbox. Now I could have got locked up. I would have been locked up to this day. Okay. I would have been
Girl,
locked up
somebody
to
needs
this
they should have been
day.
checking your mental illness.
Yeah, I would have been locked up to this day, honey. That girl took the tag off everything. Okay, he was just like, "This heifer is crazy."
You know they
but
say the crazy ones is the best ones.
but
You know
then
they say
he loved me, honey. That's what he like.
that.
Some mom like to get. That's what they like. Okay, but I had to realize that something was going on with me. And I'm happy he stuck with me. Okay. I'm happy he stuck through
Yes.
the crazy. But I
Yes,
had to
girl.
realize that it was something there. So for me, I cut the music and I just prayed more. I read my Bible. I started to read other books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I found myself talking to God more instead of just saying, okay, well, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to pray. And then before I go to bed at night, when I cut that music and stuff like that, because, you get in the car, you're driving here, you're going to get the kids, you're going to the store, you're going to work, you're getting off, you're moving, you're picking up food, you're just moving around and you're just so busy, so busy, so busy. So in my opinion, it wasn't necessarily a mental thing, but maybe it was a heart thing, maybe it was a faith thing. I don't know. But when God brought that to me to cut that radio off, to stop that music, because whatever those words were saying, honey, they was penetrating me. I was going over there to fight. I was all at the mama house. All at the mama house. I'll be asleep. God be like, get up. The devil be like, get up and go fight. Get up right now. I don't care
So
what time it was. Go fight.
so he
I
just
would get
wanted you
my
to sit
ass up and
into
go fight.
right. He wanted you to sit into complete silence. That's what he wanted from you.
That's what
Yeah.
he wanted from me. So I'm happy that I was able to hear him, to know and understand that it wasn't a mental thing, but God just wanted my attention. And the music that I was listening to was causing me, because you never really know, you're moving so much, but you don't know how words penetrate. The things that you listen to can have an effect on you. And it really had an effect. I was like, you know what, I'm finna go over there for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, here it go. Cause
Mm-hmm.
his mama stay in the hood. So soon as they seen the car come through the front, they already calling him. Here go that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Here she comes. I hit the corner. She done bent the corner. She on the way to the back. But when God told me cut that music off, I was able to read my Bible. I was able to just speak to God more. I was able to hear him better. And then I
Yeah.
then I was good to go. I was good. Um Small talk with Lakeisha say, "Sweet tea, I thought I was the only one that took the tag. I took the tag. What we was gonna do with the tag? What we was gonna
Right.
do with the tag except for go to jail?"
Right. Right.
Small talk say, "I went under the hood and pulled every wire cord that I could get. I was out there getting the tag. I took that goddamn tag. I was like, you won't dry this." He was like,
Right.
what is wrong with you?"
Not you take the tag out the car.
Took it off.
Lord
So
have
did.
mercy. Yeah, back then they had to have them tags. They don't care now. They drive off without them. They don't care no more.
But I don't know
Look,
what
take
was
the
wrong
spark
with
plugs. You
me.
gotta take the. You can don't take the spark plug so it won't move. That's what you
Listen,
do.
Narc say, yeah, some music can be triggering for some people based on what you're going through. Exactly. Like the music was triggering for me. And but again, I stopped listening to it and I was able to put my focus on other things. So then I realized I have to be careful with the things that I listen to. You have to be careful what you invite into your spirit, listening to those things every day and all day, and you're moving and you this and so yeah, that
Yeah,
that
you
that
also
helped
have to
me.
be you have to be mindful what you put in your body, what you listen to too. You know, all that you don't want to put the poison in your brain at the time. You know, you're dealing with issues anyway, so that's a good thing that you did it the way you did.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a great thing. It was a great thing. So yeah, I agree. Mental illness is key. Obviously, this guy has some mental illness going on. He already knew that he was going to, that's why he got out of the car shooting as well. He knew that they were going to take his life. He knew it was over for him. And
Yeah, I
that's the
think that's
kind
what
of
he
move too.
wanted. It
Yeah,
probably was a SUIC
suicide.
while we're doing mission. It probably was
Mm-hmm.
one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. One hundred
Yeah.
percent. So, you know, definitely we want to definitely do a moment of silence for New Orleans. Want to
Yes,
send them our prayers
absolutely.
and our condolences. So we're gonna go ahead and do 60 seconds of a moment of silence for the
Yes.
people of New Orleans. Okay, and we'll go ahead and start that now. Thank you guys so much for that moment of silence.
Yes, thank you. And Judy, I don't even know about what happened with that, but I'm when I look into it, I'll do a live on it. I haven't heard anything about it, but I'll look into it, get some details on it. Um, so Movado says so. An average plate. Okay, I don't know. The ladies, the suspect in New Orleans and Vegas served at the same military base at the same time. Was you talking about the one that blew up, the Tesla or something that blew up by the Trump Towers?
So
Those
another suspect
oh,
in New
update.
Orleans and Vegas. Oh, the suspect in New Orleans and Vegas served at the same military base at the same time. Oh wow.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
so
Yeah.
then how are they saying that? I don't know. A part of me feel like he did not act alone.
Yeah, that was too big of a job. But I don't know. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't even want to go on Facebook. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people, family members like that. Like, I don't understand why people post these type of things. It's unnerving. Hopefully they took the videos down, but I'm sure it's so many of them, that they got to get. It's crazy. And I'm sure it's some connection, you know what I'm saying, because it happened around the same time. So,
Mm.
oh, okay, look at them gifted memberships over there.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give my membership badges. So let's see. Yes, Candy Crush said it's so sad and heartbreaking. It is 100%.
I think I'm going to go ahead and give some too. I'm following your lead.
Go ahead, boo.
um, let's see. Okay, gift.
Okay, let me go ahead and see who received badges. We have Kim Wicker, Wanda Clayton, Chocolate 0726, Latosh, is it Latosh or Latasha? Also Maisha. I can't see the other ones.
know what? I think that when you can't see them, that means that the person is blocked or you have them blocked. I think that's what that means.
No, I can't see the other. No, I have to stroll up.
Okay, let me see. On my end, I got Judy got a gifted membership. Shake 'em up. Aretha Vaughn and the real Dion NYC. Oh, Jersey Girl got one too. Oh, congratulations, you guys. I'll definitely do another one when we do another live.
Yes, congrats, congrats. I can't see all of mine. Yeah. Now, Aretha, did you want to hit the link? Aretha is there in New Orleans. Um and I wanted to know if you wanted to come up and hit the link and say anything. Tay said, thank you for the membership. I was playing my game on my phone and saw a notification. Thank you. Let's see, let's see. Aretha, would you like to come up, boo? Go ahead and hit that link. Jersey
Okay.
girl say I can never see Mel in other chat.
I wonder why nobody is on my block list, y'all. Bama be saying she blocked. I don't know. I think I unblocked everybody. Matter of fact, I never even really blocked people. I just, you know what I'm saying? I rather was like to see, like when I was doing all that back and forth, I'd rather see you talking mess about me. So why would I block you? I used to be like, what she say in the bushes? So
Right.
no, I don't have anybody blocked at all. I don't know why, but I'll check studio again. Definitely. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, this was a great show. I'm glad that we did this, this was a good conversation. And I was planning on taking a trip to New Orleans this year because I heard that the Popeyes is off the chain out there.
It is.
So,
I've been and it's delicious. Okay, now I can see it. Demetria, also Best in Show, Tay, Mary Brown, and Diva.
oh, good.
Awesome, 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 you guys.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, Jersey girl. Oh, the
Yes,
real
I
Dion.
went to visit New Orleans a couple of times and I love it. It's beautiful. Aretha, would you like to hit the link? If not, we're gonna go ahead and end this. Like I said, I knew that we would not have a big crowd tonight because of the subject, but we will be back
Yeah.
full in effect, okay, for next girl, let's talk, honey. We're gonna get on the ratchet. We're gonna
Yeah, we going back on the
little
ratchet
bit,
tip, y'all.
little bit. I think we're gonna talk about these baby daddies a little bit.
Yes.
So
Oh,
we're gonna have
Dion got one. She got a membership. She said, I didn't get no notification. I was in the shower and received a gift. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry.
congrats,
Go ahead, T.
guys. Congrats to everybody that got membership badges. But yes, we knew that we wouldn't have a big crowd tonight because of the topic. Of course, it's very somber. But we do appreciate you guys for coming to chill out with us and talk about this. I know that it's heartbreaking, it's very sad. Just hold your loved ones close, pray. Um, that's really all we could do.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
it's just so much going on in the world. You're welcome, Tate. Thank you. Candy
Yes.
Crush Day New Orleans is the hot spot. My neighbors love them. Yes, New Orleans is a whole vibe.
Man,
Praying
I
for
want
all
I'm
the
trying to get
affected
there.
families.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get there. I gotta get me some New Orleans in my life this year. I want to some crab from out there, some seafood, something. I know I want to get there.
Yeah, so I told Mel, I say, Mel, we should definitely go ahead and have this be our topic, for tonight so we can pay our respects. So definitely praying for everyone.
And
Hope that some of the injured they pull through. I pray that there's no more deaths.
yeah, I'm hoping that there's no more in the because that right now they said they have 14 The
Mm.
first time I heard it, they was at 10. So it's just, hopefully it don't keep rising because
But when
it's
they
just too
showed the
much.
truck, he was going so fast.
He
Like,
was.
oh my God. Like,
Yeah, like my elbow got clipped by a car before and it hurt it. Like
oh
just
my
clip.
goodness.
Yes. Because I didn't notice I was too far in the street and it hit my elbow. So just that one time, you know what I'm saying? Just I can't even imagine being plowed down like that. That's insane.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you,
insane.
Latasha. So, you guys, we are at our 1 hour mark. I think so. Yes, we are at our 1 hour mark. We are going to go ahead and end this live.
Yes.
Um, we definitely, Candy Crush, they definitely premeditated. I agree. Yeah, again, we just wanted to come on and show some love, pay our respects, and well wishes to everyone. Happy New Year's again. You guys stay safe, stay prayed up.
Mm-hmm. And you're welcome, Judy. No
Well wishes.
problem. And also one more thing, mental health. We tied mental health into this segment because obviously that gentleman was suffering from something. So if you know anybody that has untreated illness and you are having some concerns and issues, make sure that check on your people and get them some help. And just don't overlook things like what they did back in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? We way beyond now to a point where we need to speak up and speak out, and it could prevent a lot of things that's happening because we hear so often on the news. Oh, I remember I saw Peter over there, with that gun, but then why didn't you say something? Say something. Don't go in your house and close the door without picking up the phone and calling somebody. It could prevent a lot of these school shootings, a lot of these massacres that's going on out here. It could prevent so much. So that's like really, really important. And that's all I had to say. I don't want to keep preaching to y'all like I'm some type of deacon or whatever, but
Hey,
I just want to put
Christine.
it out there. But yes, thank you for everybody that came into the building. And I guess we can wrap this thing up.
All right. Do you have a candle for tonight?
Girl, tell me why I ain't get out the house to get one. I'm
No
like,
worries.
I'm like, maybe I can get away with
No worries. No worries.
it. But next segment I will.
And yes, you guys. So we are done with this segment of Girl Let's Talk. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And we will see you guys next time. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah, good
Good
night.
night. Bye bye.